everyone, today we are here to share some exciting content with you. Have you ever heard of Samulnori? The genre of Samulnori was born from a Korean folk music tradition called Pungmul, which is rooted in Korea's agricultural history. They used it for cheering up people and for farmers. Sometimes it was used for marching for wars. Samulnori uses 4 instruments, each of which symbolize an element of nature. Changu, the hourglass-shaped drum that represents the rain. Buk, the barrel drum, which has been around for 5,000 years, that represents the clouds. Jing, a large gong that represents the wind. Kwongari, the small handheld gong that represents thunder. During performances, Samulnori players are also typically dressed in traditional colorful Korean clothing, hats and shoes. Sometimes their attires include ribbons that are blue, red and yellow, which represents the sky, earth and people respectively. Hats are another component of the costume, a black-brown one called sangmo, which traces back to the Goguryeo dynasty's army helmet and could symbolize performers as part of an army, and a pointed white hat called gokkal with origins from a hat worn by Buddhist monks.
Let's go more deeper about the instruments of Samulnori. The first instrument is the buk. The buk is a round, barrel-shaped drum with wooden body that both ends covered with animal skin. It is used since the period of the Three Kingdoms of Korea and was used in court music as well. Up to date, there are 20 types of buk used in Korean tradition. To create music, the drummer usually beat the buk with bukche, which is the drumstick.
The second instrument is the jangku. The jangku is often called the hourglass drum, referring to its shape, also called seogo, also known as slim-waist drum, which is the most representative drum in traditional Korean music. The jangku has 2 sides, each with a different type of leather skin. One side produces a high-pitched sound and the other a low-pitched sound. The 2 heads produce sounds of different pitch and timbre, which when played together are believed to represent the harmonious joining of yin and yang. This instrument is associated with rain.
And the third instrument which we will share with you is the Kwongari. Kwongari is a small flat percussion instrument used primarily in the folk music of Korea. It is made of brass and is played with a hard stick. It produces a distinctively high-pitched metallic tone that breaks into a cymbal-like crashing timbre when struck forcefully. It is performed by the group leader to produce elaborate rhythms. While doing so, the Kwongari player often wears a plumed hat that is used both to signal and to emphasize his movements as he dances in front of the ensemble. The performer holds the gong by its turned back brim with the thumb and fingers of the left hand. The rope is draped over the left wrist as a safety precaution, and the beater is held in the right hand.
And last not least is the jing. The jing is a large gong used in traditional Korean music, particularly in Samulnori, Pungmul and Daechwita to keep beat. It is usually made from high-quality brass and is struck by a stick that is layered with cloth at one end to soften the texture of the sound produced. It is typically played in farmer, shaman, Buddhist and military music for ceremonies and special occasions, vary in size for each occasion. It is capable of producing a gentle and lingering sound as well as a big sound with a rolling effect depending on force applied when striking against the brass. Thank you for watching this video. We hope all of you guys enjoyed it.